You know? But what you got in and that's what came up. Oh, it ain't. Nah, it ain't coming up. Go to just regular Google and see what come up. Oh, you went to regular Google? You know, it said Moreno, a name means Spanish, Portuguese, and Jewish. It says a nickname for someone with dark hair and swarthy complexion, meaning dark complexion, man. From Spanish and Portuguese, Moreno, dark hair, a word of uncertain origin, probably from Latin, morenas, and derivative of a classic Latin, more. So what it goes back to when you go to the origin of Moreno, okay, when you go to the origin of Moreno, like I was saying, they go to the word more. And all it means is black. That's it, point blank, period. And when you look, and when you read the history, when you go to the Golden Age of the Moors, and you read that book by Ivan Van Sertima, in there, it tells you in any language, the word Moor means black, man. So, they sitting here trying to look like Esau and talking bad about the so-called African Spanish tribe that dark skin. They don't fully understand their history, man. They don't fully understand the word and the meaning of what they're saying. But then on top of that, they'll say they come from Spain, man. You see what I'm saying? You see the confusion there, man? That their history is hid, man. But they don't know that the so-called Negroes, okay, when I say so-called Negroes, I mean the Haitian, Jamaican, and the so-called African American. Ran Spain, man. And all the word Negro means is black, that's it. Okay, we not black, we different shades of brown, man. Different shades of brown, man. Okay? But read that in Jeremiah. And I got another thing too. You can't really go into the northern kingdom unless you've been around them, man. You have to have been around them tribe in order to talk about the things that they do, man. Because if you ain't been around them, man, you ain't gonna be able to speak on the things that they do, man. Nah, man.
It's just like I had a Jake tell me that he thought that the northern kingdom, which I'm speaking specifically about Issachar,
right,
that they were united. They help each other and stuff like that. That's how they move up.
Yeah.
But like you said, if you ain't been around this is part like that, you know that fuckers can't get along.
Nah, they can't get along between Deuteronomy 28, man. But see, these people out here in the YouTube world, man, they'll say, oh, the Mexicans, the so-called Mexicans are not Israelites. Man, them people ain't been around the tribe of Issachar like that, man. To even study them and examine them according to the curses, they ain't been around, man. And they don't understand the history, man. That's why they would say them type of things, man. Which they're stupid. You know what I'm saying? The oxymoron will utter out something and that ain't never did no research on it and talk as if he learned. That's an oxymoron, man. You know what I'm saying? So read that again for me in Jeremiah.
All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
So, like we was going into the northern kingdom, man, they don't know, man. They don't know that they Yasha And like I was saying, when the brother was speaking, if he tell Issachar that he Yasha Allah, you know what I'm saying? They'd be looking at the brother like he hit him with a baseball bat and try to hide it.
Yep. Like I'm fucked up.
Yeah, man.
And here, like we were saying, here you are trying to tell them that they're the sons, you know what I'm saying, of the Most High.
Yeah.
You know, and they still look at you like,
yeah, that's the same way with see you dealing with it with the northern kingdom, okay? And that's the same way I'm making this example. You deal with it talking to the northern kingdom, and I deal with it dealing with the southern kingdom. They look at me like I'm a nutcase, man, when I tell them they Yasha, man, because they don't know their history, man. They don't know, man. All they know is America, man. All they know is South. All they know is South, Central, and North America, man. They don't know nothing else, man. That's what they know, man. and you start going into the Bible and breaking it down to them. We just read Titus 1 and 15. How that conscience, that mind defiled, man. Because what you're doing is giving them spiritual food, man, and they not gonna understand it, man, because of their unbelief, man.
That also goes for Simeon.
Yeah, Dominican.
I've been around Simeon. I've been around Dominicans.
Ephraim too.
Ephraim, y'all have the same thing as the so-called, Mexicans, where y'all fight amongst each other because of y'all's complexion.
Yeah.
Can't see beyond the complexion. Can't see the spirit. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's how they played it, though. That's how they played it, bro. That's how they played it, because when you go into the history, what do they do to the Southern Kingdom? They played light skin against dark skin. They would give the light skin more purity, and the dark skin they would look down on. So that's the same thing that's happening to the northern kingdom. The only difference is that the northern kingdom speaks Spanish, man.
That's the only difference.
That's the only difference, man. And a lot of things that the Puerto Ricans do, Ephraim do, they copy the same thing that the so-called African American do, which is Judah, man. They copy they do the same thing, but they speak in Spanish, man.
Yep.
The same thing, man. Dominicans too. Yep. Simeon too. They do the same thing. And then you got Simeon and Levi on the same island, and they can't stand each other, man. They brothers, man. But that's them curses, man. And like you were saying, people that's on the outside looking in, they think Issachar, which is so-called Mexicans, are united. Nah, they look at the so-called Mexicans up here on the other side of the water. They look at them as Chicanos, man.
Some of them fucking lambiculos.
Yeah, lambiculos, man.
Uncle Tom's.
Yeah, man.
Just Spanish.
Yeah, man. That's just another way of saying Uncle Tom. But we know it was Sambo going into the history. People, they've been changed over the years. But we know Uncle Tom. When you read it, when you go into the history about Uncle Tom's cabin and Uncle Tom didn't help the so-called white man. It was Sambo in the bushes helping the so-called white man. Yeah, man. Yeah, but see, people just say things, man, they don't do research on it. But it's been changed over the years. Uncle Tom didn't help the so-called white man. Okay? It was Sambo. Yeah, it was Sambo, man. Yeah, but that's another way of saying so-called Uncle Tom in Spanish, man, like Lambiculo, man, or Lambiscoin, man. Yeah, man. And I heard a lot of that at work, man. Issachar, you got Issachar. I'm around Issachar, I'm around Zebulon, and I'm around Asher. Yeah, Issachar, Zebulon, and Asher, man. And a lot of them, call each other Lambiscoin, Lambiculu, or Maticano.
Yep.
That's a Maticano is like saying homo. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You're a homo. But they do look at people, the Northern Kingdom look at people in America that came over on the other side of the border. They look at them as Chicanos, man. They look at them like that. So they not together, they divided. And just like we was talking, say for instance, if you got a lot of Issachar on the job, some Issacharites won't even go work at that place because they know that they get paid low wages there. If you see a lot of so-called Mexicans, the tribe of Issachar on the job site or at a company, you got some Issacharites won't even go to that company because they know they get paid low wages there because Issachar is so desperate to get in the door and try to be like so-called white men. They'll take undercut wages and beat out everybody else, man. You see? So you got that, they not together, man. They divided. The problem is that you ain't been around them and you don't speak Spanish, so you don't know. You can't understand, right? But going back to like we were saying in Jeremiah, like you were saying, you tell them, hey, the scripture say they shall discontinue from their heritage, man. So you got that, man. Then you got the curses, man. That fell upon all the tribes, man. But see, these people that not around them, they can't link up. The people people don't just running their mouth ain't been around them and don't know, man. They really don't know, man. Okay? They ain't been around Issachar or Ephraim like that. They really don't know, man. And they really don't understand the scriptures to break them down properly to identify, hey, yeah, them persons is on it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just like shit. Hey, they'll say so-called African American. Hey, man, look here, man. They'll say the so-called African American lead a woman. Hell, the Northern Kingdom men do too. They'll leave them too, man.
Except the Lumber School.
Hey, them women find out, them guys, man, especially in America, them women find out that you what is it, machista. Machista. Oh, man. No, they don't want to deal with you, man. They don't want to deal with you. They find out you're a machista, man. They don't want to deal, man.
And machista, you know, that's you know, some people look at it as that's the old way of a man.
Yeah.
You know,
head of the household.
A man is supposed to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And you a woman, so you take care of the kids, you clean the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's order.
Yeah, that's order.
That's order. That's in the scriptures.
Come. But nah, these women, man, they look at you and you move a certain way. Oh, he's a machista.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And see, they come up here to America and they get totally destroyed, man. Okay, the family structure get totally destroyed in America, man. Okay.
That fucking
That's just it. And the reason why we talking like that is because the scriptures say, "Thou shalt discontinue from thy heritage." So the Israelite heritage, when you tell them that Israelite, in the Israelite heritage, the man is the head of the household. So that's why we talking like this. So go ahead, bro.
Come. No, I was just saying that shit, I lost my train of thought, man.
Oh, about the machistas?
Yeah, about the machistas, how a lot of women, you know, once you basically start acting like a man according to the, you know, I ain't gonna say according to the scriptures, you know, in certain beliefs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man is supposed to, you know, be the head of the house.
Well, that's according to the scriptures.
That's according to the scriptures,
right.
You know?
Right.
And when they come over here, they start talking to these other women, and they got all these privileges. But see, in Mexico, they don't have that. They don't have that, you know, child support.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless they changed it.
Nah, to this day that I know of,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, that I know of from, you know, speaking to some of my folks in Mexico,
yeah.
They don't have that.
They don't got it.
Once you separate from your man, you on your own.
You on your own.
The only way you can, you know, continue is by getting another man.
And see, when Jake heard that, they thinking like, man, it's all over the world like it is in America. Nah, man, when you cross this border, man, you run straight into nothing but Americanos and Hostos, man. Yeah, that's what you run into, man. You know? But yeah, dealing with that child support, man, that's a hey man, that's designed to destroy the family structure and the man, man. That's what they're designed to do, man. Okay? That's what they're designed to do. For Esau to come in and bust up the family, man. That's what they're designed to do, man.
Take the man out the house.
Take the man out the house, man. Hey, in the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom go through straight hell dealing with that in America, man. Yeah, man. That's them curses.
Or take the lion out the house.
Yeah, take the lion out the house, man. You know, so read that in Jeremiah again.
All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemy in the land which thou knowest not.
Yeah, because before then, man, this land was not inhabited, man. Okay? When that was written, that was prophecy, okay? Basically saying it was gonna happen, man. Okay? And Esau was not over her at that time that prophecy took place, man. At the time that prophecy was written down. Esau was not over her, man. So when Esau came over here, it was originally the northern kingdom land, but Esau took it over, and now the northern kingdom are in captivity in their enemy's land, man. You know? That's what it is. And the southern kingdom. So we in captivity in Edom, in other words, man.
Even though they might say, oh, well, the so-called Native Americans were here first. Nah, what structure is everybody following?
Yeah, what structure is everybody following, man? Yeah, like the brothers say. Like the brothers say, you know, they was over here first, but what structure are they following? What system are they following? They following Esau's, man. You know? That's what they following, man. So they're in their enemy's land, man. And they have discontinued from their heritage, man. So that's what's going on, man. You know? So read that again from the top.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And though even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger.
So we pissed the Most High off. Okay? We pissed the Heavenly Father off, man. So he had to get us, man. He had to show us who the supreme power is, man. To let us know we ain't running nothing, man. Go ahead.
Which shall burn forever.
Meaning a long time, man. So it happened to us, man. We've been over it for a long time, man. Okay? So go back to Ezra. And see a lot of, give me a second, Ezra's, second Ezra, the 8th chapter. The 8th chapter. And see a lot of the Negro Latinos and Native Americans, they just gonna have to be put to death, man. Because they was created just to be put to death, man. A lot of them not gonna see this truth, man. Okay, they're not gonna understand it. You know what I want? Start at the top and then jump to second Ezra 8, and start at the top and then jump to 3. Start at the top first and then jump to 3.
This is second Ezra, chapter 8, verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High had made this world for many.
Yeah, this world for many. Okay? What we standing in right now. Many for this world right here. Okay? Go ahead.
But the world to come for few.
Yeah, the age to come for few. Okay? The world that's coming is gonna be made for few, man. Okay? Because it's only a few that's gonna find his way to this truth and ask questions about these scriptures, about the testimony of the Lord, man, according to the scriptures, man. Go ahead.
Verse 3. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
But few shall be saved, man. Why? Because you're not gonna have a lot of Negro Latinos and Native Americans, they're not gonna come up here and ask questions about the Lord according to the Bible, man. They gonna go off their own understanding, man. Okay? And then you got a lot of them that don't believe, man. We tell them that the white man is the devil, and they'll say, not all of them. They'll tell you that, man. Okay? The white man give them a job or give them a sandwich, they think the white man is a lover. Okay? That's all deception, man. Yeah, that's all deception, man.
I'm going to agree with y'all.
What you say? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 20. The harvest is past, the summer is ended.
Right.
We are not saved.
Yeah, we was ruling at one time, and now we're in a low condition in our enemy's land, and we ain't saved out of it, man. We still here, man. We still catching hell, man. Okay, we still here, man. But going back to that Machista, right? Like I was saying, that's according to the scriptures. Give me Romans 2 and 14. Romans 2 and 14. And that's according to the scriptures, man. Because even though you got 2/3 of Negro Latinos and Native Americans in the Gentile state of mind, and they have discontinued from their heritage, they still do things according to the law, man. They still eat unleavened bread. Tortillas, man. You see? That's in the scriptures, man. Where they get that from? To eat tortillas like that, man. Where they get that from, man? It's in the scriptures. Unleavened bread. You see? They still do that to this day, man. You know? And Esau make money off of it, man. You know? He made money off of it. He seen he can make money off of it. That's why he created Taco Bell with the dog food. You know what I'm saying? That's why he created that, man. That's dog food, man. Hey man, we be in the break. I'm gonna hit you something, man. I go in the break room at work, man, and they'll be cracking jokes, man. They'll be cracking jokes about Taco Bell, man.
Feed my dog that shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't even feed my dog that, man. You see what I'm saying? They'll be cracking jokes, man, about Taco Bell, man. The Spanish tribe, man. They ain't gonna eat that, man. You know, so what I call for Romans 2:14.
2:14.
This is Romans chapter 2, verse 14. For when the Gentiles,
Those are Israelites, okay, that discontinue from their heritage and follow the custom of the other nations. So that's dealing with Israelites right there. Okay, go ahead.
which have not the law, do by nature the things containing in the law.
So to be the head of a household, man. You see what I'm saying? They still do those things, man. You got Israelite men that don't fully understand the scriptures and know that they supposed to be the head of the household, man. According to the scriptures, man. They know no woman ain't supposed to be controlling no household. They know it's gonna be nothing but confusion, man. You know, they might not fully understand.
That's where I'm at right now.
They might not fully understand the scriptures, but they know, according to the scriptures, a man is supposed to be head of the household. Give me 1 Corinthians.
Position given by God.
All right, give me 1 Corinthians, what is it, the 11th chapter? Yeah, read that again. Yeah, we going in, but I hear you, bro. I hear you loud and clear.
I heard y'all.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think y'all may have another group be on the other side of the river, but
No, that's another. That's
okay, yeah, but
somebody
I
else.
heard y'all. I just killed them.
No, we be down there by the state house.
Okay.
Yeah, we be down there.
But the Spirit just said, go this way.
Yeah.
I was going to go on the other street.
Yeah,
He said,
man, go
this
into the
way.
Lord. How can he understand his own? How can a man understand his own way?
And I was already just talking to the Lord about my situation, and you said it.
Yeah.
The head of household, because my lady, my future wife, she kind of got that arrogant worldly thing.
That's
going.
America, man.
Exactly.
America destroys the family structure, man. When you put your foot down, man, she ready to call the police on you.
Exactly. But
She ready to call slave patrol, man.
That's right. And
Yeah.
you know what? I told her that if you operate out of your position and into my position, what does that make us to God?
We finna read it right here.
That's what
We
I
finna
know.
read it. We finna read it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and read it. Then don't forget we're gonna go back to Romans 2:14. But we finna read it right here. Now, what this is now I'm finna break it down to you. What this is this is a letter that Paul wrote to Israelites that was in Corinth, Greece. And Paul had a lot of problems dealing with, in Corinth, Greece, they had a lot of problems. And Paul had to write a big letter to them about the problems they was having. And this is one of the problems they was having. Now they asked Paul a question, how to serve the Heavenly Father and His Son, because they was coming back to the fold. In other words, they were coming back to the house of the Heavenly Father and His Son. They was coming back. So they was in the Gentile state of mind, but they was coming back and they was asking Paul, okay, how do we serve the Heavenly Father and His Son? So we're going to read it right here. They was asking him a question. So we're going to read it. Okay? 1 Corinthians 11 chapter.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3.
Right.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is the Mashiach,
Okay.
and the head of the woman is the man,
Go ahead.
and the head of the Mashiach is the Most High.
See there? So read it slow again.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is the Mashiach.
And the head of every man is who the world either calls Jesus. Okay? The head of every man is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Okay, go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of the woman, okay, is the man. So the man is above that woman, man. Okay? That's the order. So this is what Paul laid down. And if you want to get at Paul and get mad at Paul, guess what? When you read Galatians, the 1st chapter, Paul was taught by who the world illiterate called Jesus. Okay? That's who he was taught by. Okay, he was raised up under Gamaliel, but who the world enemy called Jesus opened his mind up even more. So he was taught by him. So he was breaking down to the Corinthians how you serve the Heavenly Father and His Son in righteousness and in truth and sincerity, man. Okay? So read that again.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is the Mashiach.
Okay? Which is the Lord, who the world enemy called Jesus.
And the head of the woman is the man.